Hi, Benjamin.
Hi, James.
Nice to see you again.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, last time we talked about the beginning of the last period of the earth, right?
Last 7 years?
Last 7 years of the hilt of
unseal the seal.
Unseal the Jesus unsealed. So we started the last period of human being.
Yeah.
Right? About this civilization, right? Human civilization. Okay. So this time we stated how this last period began. Before we talk about the beginning, we want to look backward, like what we have talked about. Like we talk about the white horse, like a lion, like the angel look like a lion, tell John to look at the horse, right? That representing some kind of people. They find the commandment and purify themselves, right? Something like that. And then a lot of people getting know about this commandment and follow Jesus. So it's the real disciple, right? Then it become like we talk about that woman that drink disciples' blood, right? So because the lion, the powerful people, they look at it. It cannot make it. This thing has to be stopped, right? So then the woman beginning to drink the disciples' blood, and when it happened, it make that two what we call the two lambs, right? The two men.
Weakness?
Yeah, the weakness of God, or you call it weakness of God, right? The two guys, they go inside St. Peter's church, right? We talked about it before, right? And that two guys inside the church, and nobody can touch them because if you want to catch them, their mouth will have fire to burn them down, something to get killed, right? And they don't want to ruin the church, right? Because it's very valuable. Yeah. So they take them no way, right? They live there for 3.5 years. And what happened in that 3.5 years? According to the Bible, it say there's no rain, and these two guys can create some natural disasters, whatever they want, right? Then what Jesus mentioned about this time of the period, he say a lot of place they have starvation, right? And also earthquake, and also the pandemic. And people fighting with people, and country fighting with country. It's that time, right? Jesus talked this paragraph is not talking about this time. We look at the world like this time, it look like, it's starting with the pandemic, it has an earthquake, and it has some place in the earth as people are starved, right? And it looked like a country want to fight with country like the States and Iran, something, or North Korean, something like that. So it looked like a war is coming, right? But I tell you, it's not in this period. This period is still have some good time, some good time until the end period. That if you see that two guys get into St. Peter's Church,
that's the beginning.
That is the beginning.
That's a very strong and practical sign. That's right? Very strong sign.
Yeah. But not many people know that, because you read the Bible in Revelation chapter 11. The two guys get into Jerusalem. in a temple. But it's because the temple is not built yet, so the end period is not coming yet. It has to build the temple before the end period come, right? That's like most people think, but they misunderstand, right? It's not Jerusalem. It's Vatican City. It's the St. Peter Church.
Oh, I see.
Right?
Okay. Okay. But if there are really two people getting into St. Peter Church, I think they will kind of wake up, right?
Hopefully, a lot of people wake up. But according to the Bible, before that happens, already a lot of people wake up.
Okay.
Right? It's not until that end period. Okay. Like a lot of people already understand what happened. Right? And until that two guys get in, the people should wake up. They already wake up. Other people just think, oh, this is terrorism.
Right, terrorism.
Yeah, why you ruin the world, right? It's protected by those valuable art.
Especially people never heard about Bible or this part.
Yeah.
But I think the social media will kind of, make it a story, manipulate it, and some of them may even take back the Revelation and tell us the
people
story.
believe what they want to believe.
Right. It's true.
You cannot persuade them to.
You cannot win.
Yeah, to understand what the true meaning, right? And also, truth is not important. For most people, truth is nothing.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So what else? So by that period, it happened people starve because there's no rain, and there's earthquake kill a lot of people. Also, there's also pandemic, then the people starting to fight each other to keep themselves to survive, right? And country will really fight each other because of the lack of food, and also because pandemic, they want them take the masks and all the medical things, right? Something like that. The country will fight
against each other.
Fight against each other because of that.
Right.
And that is the end period, not now.
Before that end period, that 7 year happened, they would have good 7 years, right?
Yes. Yeah, as I say, it's starting the good 7 years. Now you're looking at China. They have pandemic, but the factory is starting to work. They call everybody go back to work. Yeah, it's still like you have to quarantine, right? They quarantine, but they already call those workers go back to the factory and work. They cannot stop. And so I say previously, they have to drink the poison. Even they drink the poison, they have to drink it. There's no choice. Right? So you look at it, the world never stops because we need to consume. Right? So somebody has to make something for the world to consume. Then that people to make the thing is China. Yeah. Then there's how many people in China? 1.4 billion people in China. How many people will get killed in that virus? Right? 1/10?
No.
Or 2%? How much? 1.2 billion. How much is 2%? It's not much people, right? Compared to the majority, it's nothing. Right. Like everybody get those virus, it doesn't matter. Not everybody get killed. Okay, so what happened to the people that follow Jesus in that period is written down in.
What should we do?
When we went nation, I always say when the nation. I don't know.
Yeah.
We went nation. Chapter 2, I think chapter 2 and chapter 3. Some people say, the 7 churches talking about the 7th period of Christianity. But actually, it's not. We know before Christianity is not a true
Yeah, Jesus doesn't care about Christianity.
So what they misunderstanding, actually, that 7 church meaning the 7 period in the end period. That's the end period, that's 7 years, but that 7 years you can chop it into small period. Small piece, right? And each piece is each church. We talk it.
It doesn't have to be one period, 1 year. It's just 7 different periods. 7 years.
Yeah. It doesn't necessarily
so
be.
So it describes about each church. It describes.
Yeah, describe. So we know, right? The people that follow Jesus, how we going to do. That is what the Revelation starting say. Those who follow what Jesus say get blessed.
Yes.
Okay. The end of the talk today. No question.
No. I asked you this today already about some question I had. I actually pretty curious into whatever is about the Bible right now. So I've been checking some stuff. Sometimes when I discuss with other people, because we don't have the same knowledge, so and also I don't have much knowledge actually from the Bible. So I always I don't know. Let me go back and ask Benjamin.
Okay. So bye.